Ma'am
afternoon.
Sarah, good afternoon.
Sir
And
Butch. Yes.
my gosh, this is an explosive episode natin, ma'am.
Oo nga,
Uh,
sir.
Marami ho naghihintay dito sa ating guest at every millisecond, sabi nga ng iba, gusto nilang panoorin paano naging micro, local at naging global.
Yes.
So, Ma'am Sarah,
Local, local na tayo ngayon, di ba? Combine ng local at saka global. And
yan.
again, today is the MSME Academy. Ito talaga yung project ng PCCI Quezon City to empower micro, small, medium enterprise in various areas of business. Kaya ngayon, kakaiba ngayon, hindi lang pang local, pang global din ang ating guest for
Of
today.
course. Yeah, parang sinasabi natin, if he can do it, he and his company were able to do it, ba't hindi nila kaya-kaya? Huwag na natin patagalin itong guest natin dahil alam mo, ito ay nasa corner parate but he's now in all the corners of the world.
Oo nga, no? Oo nga.
Kumbaga, are there 4 corners of the world? No, I think it's global. So, let's call in Mr. Jose Magsaysay Jr. or otherwise known as Jomag of Potato Corner. Good afternoon, Joe.
The CEO and founder of the Potato Corner.
Good
Hi, sir.
afternoon. Good afternoon, Sarah. Good afternoon, Boots.
Yes, thank you for the invitation. Alam ko, busy ka. And at least give our members, our entrepreneurs, lalong-lalo na mga Pinoy, to bounce back. And really, your story can tell a lot of magic. Okay?
So, kailangan talaga ngayon ma-inspire natin yung ating mga televiewers, Sir Joe. Pwedeng ikwento nyo, paano ho ba nag-umpisa ang Potato Corner?
Yan. Sige. May kikwento si Joe muna.
Magandang hapon sa lahat. I just have one thing to ask, no? Sarah, kailan kaya ako maging member ng PCCI-QC? Gustong-gusto ko maging member dyan. Kasi mukhang masaya kayo dyan,
Joe, hindi mo na kailangan tanungin yan kasi sa July, sa General Membership Meeting, ay i-induct ka na namin.
Wow, salamat. Ang galing naman, ang bilis
Oo, ganyan kabilis si Ma'am Sarah. No? Yung lahat ng nagiging guest namin dito, sila Salve, talagang sure shot. Dahil ako nag-guarantee na niyan, di ba Ma'am Sarah?
Yes.
Wow, salamat.
Kaya mo lang nung naging co-host ko si Sir Bush, ang dami nang nanonood dito sa MSME Academy. Every Wednesday po ito.
At
I want to congratulate all of you, bro, because you have a program for micro businesses. Malapit na malapit ang puso ko sa mga micro businesses kasi dyan ang galing yung Potato Corner. We started as a micro business. Although if you look at Potato Corner, we still use the micro business model. We are still a kiosk operator up to now. And we want to be a kiosk operator, the most dominant kiosk operator in the world. And help us do that, no? We already said to ourselves, hindi kami magiging Jollibee is Jollibee na. Hindi kami magiging McDonald's, pabayaan mo na sila sa ganun format. Kami, we just said to ourselves, we will just be a kiosk or a micro business operator. So we started nga in 1992, tapos ang capital namin na ni-raise 150,000 pesos. Yung panahon na yun, 4 kami nagsimula nitong Potato Corner. Kaming 4, 3 sa amin. Yan, yung picture nakikita nyo, yan yung mga founders. No? Kaming 4 na couples na nag-start ng Potato Corner. 3 sa amin, 3 kami, kasama na ako dyan, wala kaming pera sa 150,000 divide by 4, 37,500. Inutang pa namin yun, kaming 3. So, yun ang start. Ang maganda dito, di naman alam magiging hit yung flavored french fries ng Potato Corner. And it did. Actually, in 1 month, nabalik na namin yung 150,000 pesos. Salamat sa McDonald's, salamat sa Jollibee, kasi ginawa nilang popular yung french fries. Ang ginawa lang naman ng Potato Corner, in-improve ng konti yung french fries by putting a flavor. So because people know about french fries already, it was easy to us to come to the market. But the beauty about this thing, nung first month na yon, naging successful. Ang dami nagtatanong, pwede ba kaming magkaroon ng ganyan din? Paano ba magkaroon ng ganyan negosyo? Alam mo, the thing that we didn't realize, which was going to be our core strategy in our core business, is franchising. Alam mo, kasi wala kaming kapital eh. Although maraming opportunities to grow, of course, in a perfect world, no? In a perfect world, gusto mo talaga lahat company owned. Kasi for example, I was asked before why do you franchise? Kasi kung company owned lahat, di lahat ng profit sa inyo. Tama naman 'yon. Alam mo in 2019 for example, estimate lang kasi 80% of our stores are franchised. Alam mo, dun sa 80% na yon, made a profit of more than 300 million, yung 80% na yon. If these were all, assuming these were all company owned, ibig sabihin yung 300 million na profit na yun, magiging sa amin yun. Pero hindi. Although we can afford to make everything company-owned stores already, or majority company-owned stores already, we realized our core pala is giving. Our core is sharing. So we want to share. And this is why Potato Corner was able to leap from being a micro business, a one-cart operations, into 1,300 plus stores today. And more than 200 of those are outside the Philippines. It's because of franchising. So dahil walang pera, napilitan kami mag-franchise. Alam mo, marami nagtatanong sa akin when do you know when it's right time to franchise? Of course, everybody has different answers, no? My answer naman to that is always, pag may nagtanong, kasi yung Potato Corner, yung second outlet, franchise na kagad eh. Kasi wala kaming pera eh. What does franchising do for you, di ba? You use other people's capital, you use other people's organization, you use other people's time. And we realized over the years, alam mo, franchising ang bumubuhay sa atin eh. So our actually primary target market now are our franchisees. We take care of our franchisees like no other people will take care of their franchisees. And they're the ones taking care of the end user for us. So we changed our model into making our franchisees our primary target market, our main customers. Kasi sila yung bumubuhay sa amin. Alam mo, nung nagkaroon ng, we had 120 stores by 1997. So 120 stores in 5 years. Pero nung dumating yung Asian financial crisis nung late 90s, halos naubos yung Potato Corner. There was only less than 40 outlets left by year 2000. Alam mo kung sino yung natira na less than 40 stores? Franchise na lang. Wala nang company owned din. Nagpapasalamat talaga kami sa mga franchise. Dahil sa franchising, nabuhay pa yung Potato Corner ng Asian financial crisis. And during this pandemic, you know who's our heroes? Who's taking the bullet for us? Franchises natin. So it's very important. So kayo lahat, no, kung gusto niyo mag-franchise, we can even get a franchise for free. Walang cash out kahit piso. Kami na bahala, sagot na namin kayo. So anybody, all you have to do is call us. Pag may site kayo, kung may mga ninong kayo, may mga tita kayo na may location na pwede pang Potato Corner, tanong nyo lang, gagamitin nyo na yung mga connection nyo. O uncle, baka may site dun sa harap ng bahay nyo, pwede kong gamitin. O, diba? Then, sabihin nyo lang sa amin, wala kayong capital kailangan, kahit piso, wala. Kami, sagot na namin kayo lahat. So that's the way we do business. We keep on sharing. We keep on sharing potential profits. We keep on sharing our business model. Even international, that's the way we do business. And if you look at the profiles of our franchisees, our partners, mga bata ito, mga trying to become entrepreneur. And the way to become an entrepreneur successfully is to really franchise first. Kasi nadaanan na lahat ng franchise yung mga mali eh. So, and Butch, you teach that eh, di ba? I mean, franchise is always the best startup eh. Kasi, alam mo, swerte yung Potato Corner. Kasi when we started Potato Corner, di ba, apat kaming couples dyan. Lahat kami tumulong. I can imagine, I know how difficult it is for one person to start and grow a business by themselves. the advantage of when we started Potato Corner, we were four in the business right away, and each of us did different things. One took care of marketing, si George. One took care of finance and operations, si Danny. One took care of finance, capital, si Ricky. And one took care of logistics, ako yun, no? So yan, we grew the company together. Sabay-sabay kami, lahat nagtulungan. Then, as the business grew, we started saying, the right way to grow a business now, once the business has started to fly already, there's only one person in the group that will run it already, and just put your trust on that. So ganun, sinuwerte kami, we keep on giving. Tapos pag may nagtanong ng franchise, katulad nung second outlet namin, pwede ba mag-potato corner? Sinabi namin, yes, go ahead. But we disclosed. We always disclose everything. Hindi kami ready, wala kaming franchise manual. Wala pa kaming actually kontrata eh. Yung first 10 franchise, wala pang kontrata, yung handshake lang. So but of course you always you decide quick, but you course correct lang always. So we just decided quick. Yes, sige. But because we said yes to the first franchise, the second store was a franchise, we grew rapidly via franchise. In fact, our franchise model is different also. So if you look at our franchise models, it's different every period, every change in business environment, we change our franchise, the way we franchise, our franchise models, which keeps on changing. So our franchise model is also very dynamic. It's not a fixed model, and that helps us also. For example, in Thailand, it's different. In the US, it's different. The way we approach Indonesia is different. The way we approach, we're going into Nepal, it's going to be different. We're going now into Spain and to Algiers, it's going to be different also. So we just call it custom fit. We custom fit a model. There's no one size fits all for us. We are very dynamic in our business models for Potato Corner. Yan.
So, mukhang na-spellbound tayo, Ma'am Sara, dito sa kinikwento dito. Para bang from startup to global. Yan, Joe, yun yung mga ginawa ninyo, yung mga models na ginawa ninyo. You became from the kariton, from a two-wheel to a four-wheel. Yan. Ano ba itong storya nitong van na ito, Joe?
Parang gusto ko
ito, more on, as far as we're concerned, food trucks is not a profit center. To us, food trucks is a marketing tool. It's a tool for branding. We have that because it's a roving billboard. Wherever it goes, it's a billboard. So it just makes everything fun and exciting. I forgot to mention also pala, the reason why Potato Corner Group pala is because we always ask help. We knew from the very beginning, di kami magaling. Ako naman, hindi ako college graduate eh. Anong malay ko sa business? So we ask people like Butch, we ask people like Sammy, we ask people from like Bing, we ask people like we ask so many people for help. And that's why we're here where we are, because we don't stop asking for help. And not only that, we don't stop studying. Naswerte ako na napaaral ako ng former boss ko sa AIM. I took my Masters of Entrepreneurship. And then ngayon, because part of our character, our personality in the business is a very entrepreneurial company. That's why we're so dynamic in our business models. Lahat na ng mga key people namin sa organizations are taking up Masters in Entrepreneurship also, so that they all everybody will think like an entrepreneur. And not only that, part of our development now is to make sure part of our training modules now include entrepreneurship for our franchisees, for our partners. So we will make them masters in entrepreneurship also. So not only will they grow Potato Corner, they will be able to grow their own personal businesses. So we're always sharing, and di kami nagdadamot na, Potato Corner, dapat Potato Corner ko lang. Potato Corner ko lang. Hindi. Pati employees namin, we want our employees to become entrepreneurs. So join us, no? You can become our franchisees to become better entrepreneurs. You can join us as our people who work for us and become entrepreneurs as well.
Okay. So, wow, I mean, that's a quick tour of Potato Corner's growth. And marami tayong nagko-comments dito na sabi nga ni Lester De La Torre, watching while eating potato corner Terra
Oo nga.
fries.
Wow,
Master.
salamat.
Dapat pala, Sir Butch, may kinakain tayong potato
Wow,
corner.
idol ko yun. Idol ko yung kumakain
Talagang
ng pera na yun.
idol. Okay, si Josie C. Good afternoon, Idol Jomag, Press Sarah, and Sir Butch.
Hi,
Okay, good
Josie.
afternoon. Oo.
Sayang, Sir Butch, sana may kumakain tayo ng potato corner ngayon. Hindi tayo napadalhan.
Oo, kasi alam mo, pag kumakain tayo, wala na tayo tatanong kay Jomag. No, but
Sir.
Joe, also good afternoon to Ann Francisco. Ayan, Ferinos, matagal na rin yan.
Hi,
Si
ah.
Lea Milo. Sir, meron po akong takoyaki. Ayan, di... Alam mo, I
Franchise
think
yan.
isa sa mga Joe na nakita ko yung you were able to go over the fear, no? Yung bang a lot of entrepreneurs kasi like takot, no? Yung bang ayoko i-franchise, ayoko ano kasi baka raw yung sikreto ko. What is your opinion on that angle? Kasi ang lakas ng loob ninyo no? Talagang wala ngang pera. Pero merong 4 na magkakaibigan. Lakas talaga, bilib ako. Joe, anong masasabi mo dito sa mga ganitong tao na takot sila mag-expand?
Alam mo, Butch, that's a very good question kasi talagang iba-ibang personality ng tao. Ako, different ako. Ako, I trust a person 100%. Kaya yung second store, franchise na kagad, kahit wala pang mga kontrata, kahit wala pang manual, franchise na kagad. I'm able to trust people right away. That's my personality. And I don't mind sharing anything. I keep on talking about what we're going to do. But be careful also when I tell you something because tomorrow I'm doing something else na. So that's the way things lang. So I keep on
Mabilis
sharing.
pala kayo mag-innovate.
I keep on sharing and I keep on innovating. So you might say, ginagawa ni Jomag yan, ginagawa ng potato corner, gagawin ko na rin. Okay, so go ahead, do it. It might work for you. But maybe 2 weeks from now, I'm doing something else already. That's how dynamic we are. So on the point of Butch, yung sinabi mo na nakakatakot ka mag-franchise kasi you're sharing ideas. Tapos may mga personality pa na bad trip sila pag sinabihan sila ng franchisee na, uy, ang pangit itong bagong product mo, uwi ka na lang. Ako hindi ko pinipersonal ang mga yan. Typical day for me, syempre, may franchisee magsasabi, masama, pangit to, ayoko to. O Jomag, di kita gusto. O kaya, Jomag, you're doing something very good. I don't mind doing that. My typical day is talking to 10 franchisees siguro or 5 franchisees every day aside from my staff, no? And our staff are very important to us kasi they're the ones taking care of our franchisees. So I give them a lot of leeway. And all we have to do is just emphasize how important our franchise is to us and to them also, no? So when I say we're always asking for help, it's our help from not only from people like Boots, no? From people like all the consultants around. We're also talking to our franchisees, what help they can give us and our employees. So, very critical yon. So, for me, my answer to that, Bots, yung, kunyari, gusto mo na mag-grow pero na-worry ka about your franchise, you can layer it. You can layer yourself. May mga tao talagang hindi pwede kasi nag-aaway lang sila ng franchises kasi yan ang personality nila. You get somebody to layer that. Na somebody will take care of franchise for you. Like for example, our company, our Potato Corner, if any one of you, kunyari, meron sa inyo gusto na mag-franchise or wants to expand, we can help you. You just tell us and we will help. We will take care of your franchise development and expand your business for you. You can use immediately if you get our services, you will have a national supply chain right away. You'll have a franchise development plan right away. And we will take care of talking to franchises for you.
Okay. So, pero how do you feel na from a local to global, like, imagine Potato Corner starting from, Megamall ba yung unang-una nyo, Joe?
Megamall po, tama.
Yeah, Megamall, 1992. Yan, very historic yung cart na yan, no? Hindi mo ba na-realize na you're bringing the flag of the country and when you went to different countries now, you are now a global brand. How does it feel now to be a CEO of a global brand, Jomag?
Well, I don't think about it in anywhere, no? I just remain, well, what I learned is you just have to remain as humble as possible. And then whatever we're receiving are just because we keep on giving. And then by giving, yung what we give, bumabalik lang ng ano, yung mga sukli, mas malaki pa yung mga sukli sa mga binibigay namin eh. So, for
Wow.
example, by serving French fries and just serving flavored French fries always, magtatanong, oh, pwede ba ako mag-franchise ng ganyan? From the US or from Indonesia, for example. So we just say yes. Kasi my answer always, pag may gusto mag-franchise, anong sagot? For me, it's always yes. Magagawa ng
Yes.
paraan yan.
So,
So,
Sir
I
Jomag,
don't say no.
Sir Jomag, yung nung nag-expand kayo sa international, hindi ba kayo nahirapan sa logistics? Paano nyo dadalhin yung brand nyo, yung product natin doon? O nagkaroon ba kayo doon ng commissary, parang setup, parang panibagong outlet? Ano bang ginawa nyo para lang sa ng audience natin?
Ano lang, we because of the kind of business we have, our business model, it's a kiosk, and we're not as big as, for example, as McDonald's. We don't have that. We're not that kind of that enormous business. So what we do, because we know our place under the sun, we're just very simple. We keep it simple always. Like for example, in Thailand, we're able to penetrate Thailand, and our business model is earning from royalties. So we let our Thai operations source their own fries, source their own seasoning, but we approve all the suppliers. So we accredit all the suppliers, and then everything is localized. We are now expanding our international even during this pandemic because our supply chain is always localized. Even in the Philippines, our supply chain is always localized. For example, in Cebu, meron kaming product sa Cebu lang mahanap kasi may supplier. Kasi para pag mag-lockdown lahat, kunyari, buong provinces nagkaroon ng kanya-kanyang lockdown, hindi mag-stop yung operations ng Cebu kasi may sarili siyang product na galing sa Cebu talaga. So, for example, Davao, magkakaroon kami ng product na made in Davao just to protect threats from lockdowns, from federalization in the future, na everybody will have protective ways of their products. So,
So parang
in
parang nag-pivot kayo dito because of this pandemic, Joe. You learned something na you cannot remain locked down or hindi pwedeng magsarado ang mga tindahan. Ganun ba 'yon?
Actually, tama ka, Butch, kasi yung ASF, yung Asian Swine Flu, that was
Yeah,
already a preview of this COVID-19 pandemic kasi nagkaroon ng lockdowns na per provinces eh. 'Di ba yung pork, hindi ka makaship ng pork sa isang province or kung may pork yung product mo. So we realize, hey, we should start localizing production already or sourcing of all raw materials in each province.
correct. Ang ganda ng idea. But also I think one unique selling proposition ng Potato Corner is you're very focused lang on singular product. Uh, French fries, French fries, French fries. Anong naging formula doon, Joe? Na you just remain focused lang on singular product.
Well, ang istorya ko diyan ganito eh. Kasi may nabasa ako dati na something, no? I was reading something na nakalagay dun sa if for example, you're driving. When you're driving and doing nothing else but driving, no, your IQ is 100% driving. That means you remember the streets that you pass. You remember kung may nagbebentang balot dun sa tabi ng kalsada. May nakita kang tumawid na mali. Pagdating mo sa opisina, medyo naalala mo kung saan ka nang galing. Ano.
Medyo nawala si Joe. Okay. So he was telling, yan na. Okay na.
Ayan na.
Wala pa rin. But he was telling about driving. Okay. Okay. Yes, Joe, continue. While
So,
we're having
Maganda talaga, Sir Bush, yung strategy na ginawa nila, no?
So, the moment naman pero when you're driving naman, you're on the way to the office, for example, the moment you pick up your phone and start texting, that means, kalagay doon na, magiging 50% of your driving, nasa driving, 50% texting. That's why sometimes you get to your office, hindi mo alam kung anong kalye dinaanan mo. Hindi mo alam kung may na-aksidente sa harap mo. Nakarating ka lang sa office. Sometimes that happens to me. Then I realized, tama nga naman, no? That's why we realized we just focus on one thing. And especially, although we have other brands also in the company now, and then we're helping other micro entrepreneurs grow their business also. What what we're doing is we have a team just focused on Potato Corner, so that 100% of their IQ, 100% of their mind is in Potato Corner. Especially the Potato Corner is the goose that lays the golden egg for us. So for my advice to a lot of entrepreneurs, dapat talaga naka-focus kayo doon sa ano nyo, sa business, sa product. Kung ano yung flagship product nyo, focus on that flagship product. And then dapat may brand association kagad. Dapat pag sinabi yung brand niyo, whatever your brand is, like for example, Potato Corner, ibig sabihin kagad nun, flavored french fries. But if people don't know what exactly your flagship product is, then you're in trouble. You have to make sure that your brand is equivalent to a certain flagship product right away.
Oh, galing Nako,
Galing. Galing.
Sarah, palagay ko yung
Yes.
SPD mo dapat you should go and have a seminar with Jomag, ano?
Nakafocus din kami. Nakafocus din kami, Sir Butch. Sir Jomag, marami nagtatanong kasi gusto daw nila mag-franchise gusto lang nila malaman yung package ng franchising ng Potato Corner.
Wala nga ilalabas na pera eh. Site lang ang kailangan mo eh. Kahit piso, wala kang ilalabas na pera. Sige, tara, franchise.
So meron ganun kanina na-mention niya. So dahil baka after ng show natin marami nang kumontak sa inyo.
Oo nga palagay ko baka si Ma'am Sarah nauna dyan at saka yung mga PCCI members natin. Lalong-lalo na pag na-induct pa ito si Jomag sa PCCI QC ha.
Oo nga, dapat mag-member na we will be proud na magiging member natin si Sir Jomag sa PCCI QC.
Yeah, we're here to help micro entrepreneurs. That's what Potato Corner is all about. So although we're competitors in the kiosk business, but we're here to take care of each other, especially during times of crisis. It's always best to collaborate with each other. Tulungan tayo lang. We have to make the kiosk industry or the micro industry as big as possible. And I even have a proposal for PCCI QC. Maybe we'll talk about it later on. To make the micro business stronger talaga.
Sigurado ito si Joe, magiging director ito, Sir Ma'am Sarah, ha? At ako, I will vouch for him as a director of PCCI QC, ha?
Hindi lang director, sir. Baka maging president din to ng PCCI QC.
Hindi na po kailangan yun. Okay lang ang member. Pwede na yung member.
Alam nyo, parang sinasabi natin ano ba talaga ang relationship mo ngayon doon sa mga magsaysay? Like si Paco ng Carmen's Best. Ano ba yon? Parang pag sinabi nga Magsaysay, naguguluhan ng tao. Ano ba yan ni President Magsaysay, Ramon Magsaysay?
Kanina ko pa iniisip yan, Sir Butch.
Ano ba ang relationship ni Jomag kay Carmen's Best, Paco Magsaysay? At ano ba yung relationship niya kay dating Senator Magsaysay, di ba? Oh.
Okay. The former president, Ramon Magsaysay, was my dad's brother. Kapatid ng tatay ko. Tapos si former Senator Jun Magsaysay is my first cousin. Si Paco, ang tatay niya, si former Senator Jun Magsaysay.
So that makes you the uncle of Paco Magsaysay.
Yes. Pero halos magkasing edad lang kami ni Paco, kaya ang tawag namin pinsan eh.
wala bawal pag-usapan ang age sa negosyo. Age is ageless. Okay. Kamusta raw sabi ni Mike Games? Mike Games is watching from Kilineco. Ito ang batang taga Pinamalayan, Mindoro, kababayan niya ni Dr. Carbalita. At si Jennifer Mateo Macatuno. Thank you, Potato Corner. Bakit ang dami talagang na-addict sa Potato Corner, Joe? Pag sinabi mo lang Potato Corner, ano ba yung mga top na flavors na top of mind? Ano ba yung mga naano nila?
Ang number one ngayon, today, during this pandemic, ang number one is cheese. But the top three has always been sour cream, cheese, at saka barbecue.
Yun, cheese ang gusto ko dyan.
Cheese ang gusto mo. Okay.
Pero worldwide, Joe, what is the number one flavor of Potato Corner?
It's cheese also. But we have different kinds of cheeses outside because one thing that we do differently, no, from others, we don't say, okay, ito cheese ng Pilipinas, ito cheese ng Potato Corner Philippines. Kasi franchise ka, dapat ang cheese ng Philippines ang gagamitin mo rin. No. If you look at Thailand, our cheese profile is different. You go to Australia, our cheese profile is different also. So we localize even the taste. Not only do we localize the franchise model or the partnership model, we even localize the taste preferences per
Oh.
country.
So,
At
oh,
saka,
by the way,
alam mo,
si
Sir
Roda,
Boss,
yeah,
alam niyo ba, Sir
si,
Boss, nung nasa Hong Kong kami, sabi ko, ano ba tong haba ng pila na to? Bumibili kami ng milk tea, katabi pala, potato corner, ang haba ng pila.
Hindi, alam mo, yan sa Hong Kong na yan, okay yan
Pinipilahan.
eh. Kasi katabi namin, milk tea. Ang dami-dami
Ah,
na kami
yan.
sa milk tea parate. So,
Sabi,
nakinabang kami dun sa pila ng milk tea.
mas mahaba ang
oh,
pila ng potato corner.
oh, alam ko sa sila Potato Corner kahit sa Amerika nagagalit yung mga katabi nila kasi binablock niyo raw yung mga pila no. So blockbuster nga, blockbuster. At kamusta raw di kay Roda Castro Caliwara ng Palscon yan, isa yan sa
Yes.
mga member
Hello.
natin yan. Love Potato
Oo.
Corner daw at si Alicia De La Torre. Nako, yan parang naglilihi ata ito, barbecue, sour cream at lahat. Nako, para akong nagugutom tuloy nito, no? So, but anyway, ang Potato Corner ba pambata lang or ano ba talaga ang age level, Joe? Anong mga customer profile?
It's not the number, it's how you think. If you think like a kid, if you still think like a kid, you're the customer of Potato Corner. Yung pag nag-isip ka na ng parang matanda na isip mo, medyo hindi ka na Potato Corner customer. Pero if you're like a kid at heart pa rin, or you think like a kid pa rin, you're still very creative, you're always trying to have fun, thinking about nice things or happy things, you're the customer of Potato Corner.
Amazing, talagang
Ayun.
para bang yan ang sinasabi natin, no? Kumbaga yan Professor Joe Magsaysay na no? Talagang of
So
entrepreneurship, no?
what I'm saying really is it's not an age that we're after, it's the way you think that we're after. It's who we think are, who think like kids. Yun ang hinahabol namin na market. So it's the
Mhm.
motivation. It's not only we don't think about motivation to buy. We're also thinking about how you think.
Ang galing ng
So,
branding nila, Sir Butch. Kaya kumain ka na ng potato corner. Because it's not, hindi kinakailangan sa edad yun. Think yan.
Tama si Butch. Age doesn't matter talaga.
talagang
It's how
age
you
doesn't
think.
matter no? Kumbaga kahit lolo na wala naman senior sa Potato Corner Tsaka yung inyong
Tama.
showcase, what did you think about it? Kayo ba talaga yung talagang inaalog-alog nyo? What do you call that? You have
Shaking.
people doing the flavoring. Is that part of the show, part of the branding, Joe?
That is correct. Well, we want to keep the novelty of Potato Corner alive, and part of that novelty is the shaking and the frying in front of you. So, for micro entrepreneurs, my advice is for you to get into the market quickly. You have to run the business when you enter the market like it creates a novelty, a feeling that it's a novelty.
Nagkaroon
So,
kayo, Sir Jomag. Ay, Sir Boss, sige. Gusto ko lang
Lele,
malaman kung nagkaroon sila ng nanggagaya sa inyo, yung nagkaroon kayo ng competitor na parang ginaya kayo as is din yung product.
Ay, marami. Alam mo, yung first 2 years, before we were even talking to sila Butch and Linda, the first 2 years of Potato Corner, we counted people who were copying flavored French fries. More than 300 brands yan.
grabe, no? Ang dami. Okay. I remember in Itiage, I was telling Joe, there were people selling right at the corner, pati yung cart, everything that you need. Kulang na lang yung pangalan. Okay? But you were able to maintain that sustainability, no, Joe?
Yes, the reason why we're able to keep the dominance in this segment or in this product is because not only did we franchise, not only did we share the business model. I'll go back, no, kasi di ba, when is the right time to franchise? My answer is always, when somebody asks you, you better say yes. Because if you say no, that because the only reason they're asking you for a franchise is because they're already sold with the product, they're sold with your business model. But when you say no, they will probably put up their own business like yours. And if
So
they
yan.
do that, you just created your own monster. When you said, the time you said no, you just created your own monster. Because that monster will might become bigger than you in the future. That's why
Mhm.
my answer is always, I suggest you say yes to people who want to franchise your business. And if you don't know how to do that, you get, of course, consultants. Or if you say, no, I cannot talk to franchises, do what I just told you a while ago to layer it. Get a third party or get hire a person to take care of the franchise for you.
Right, right, right. So, question, Joe, how far, where else, what other countries are you really targeting aside from Spain, from Algiers? Are there other countries that, like Europe, aside from Spain? London, are you going to London also? UK?
Wala pa. Our brand, our international franchise strategy is to go where no one has ever been before.
Hmm,
Oh,
Kunyari,
okay.
go to for example, go to West Africa kasi natatakot yung mga international players are afraid to go there because may Ebola. People don't want to go to Kenya because may civil war. But we will go there. We will go to we will go to we will go to people where nobody thinks they should go. Kami ang pupunta ron.
My golly, yan ang
yun.
talagang bilib ako. Alam mo si Joe kasi. Joe, tell us the sports that the kind of sportsmanship that you are. Alam mo, bilib ako dito sa taong ito. It's also in the leadership. Joe, tell us the kind of sports that you go for.
Well, before I answer that, Butch, meron akong meron yung si Linda christened me a name and I will never forget that. She said, Jomag, you're the antithesis of order. And that's how Potato Corner is. We don't follow the herd. we don't we don't follow the herd. We're actually always doing the other way, the
The
opposite.
contrary. The
The
contrary to,
contrary. Mm.
contrary to norm. Okay. Yeah.
Pero
So,
Sir Butch, kumustahin natin si Sir Jomag na during pandemic at saka yung mga franchisee niya. Kumusta ho sila? Nagkaroon na affected ba? Malaki ho ba ang
Ah,
naging
lahat ng
effect?
lahat affected. So I feel bad for our partners, no, for our franchisees. Everybody's affected. That's why we hope the sooner the economy comes back, the better for all of us.
Pero
mhm.
mayroon na nga yung mga outlet or mga kiosk na nagre-recover na rin.
Yes, especially this time, no, this week they're starting to recover because people are going to the malls already. Kasi if you look at the business model of Potato Corner, we're predominantly in schools, cinemas, and the malls. Walang schools, walang cinemas, so todas yung mga yon. So they're in hibernation now. We've permanently closed about 50 stores. Then a lot of them are in hibernation. So once the economy is better, we'll reopen them already. So now there are 900 stores still open in the Philippines out of the 1,100 plus total. In international naman, there are 95% are operating, 5% are not.
Ganda yun. See? So the beauty of going local, yun ang ano doon. So, nako, Ma'am Sara, matatapos na naman yung oras natin at talagang ang dami nagtatanong. Ang isang tinagtatanong dito, Joe, is Potato Corner going to the stock market?
There's no plans. We don't need the capital because, di ba, I told you, because we're franchise based. Our franchisees are the ones taking care of our fixed costs. That's why actually the franchise model turns out to be the most resilient business model around. We tested
Exactly.
it already during the Asian financial crisis. We tested it during the ASF. We tested it during this COVID-19. The franchise model is the one that will make your company resilient. Because
Nako,
who takes care of the fixed cost? The franchisees.
yes.
Yun.
So,
Magandang business
Joe,
model.
ano ang final words that you can give now to our viewers, to a lot of entrepreneurs who are now fired up, who are now hot in terms of following your trail? Can you give us your final words for as encouragement?
Well, don't say no to an opportunity. Keep on studying, no? If you want to franchise and you don't know how, there's so many people to ask for. But if you want somebody to service your franchise development, Big Potato Corner Group can take care of that for you. We're taking care of House of Lasagna now. We're taking care of we're partnering with us. We're partnering with Reyes Cutters. We're partnering with Minute Burger. We're partnering with so many. We're collaborating. And the name of the game during this pandemic, pala, is collaboration.
Yeah,
Hmm.
true.
So,
Well, Ma'am Sara, so paano yan? Palagay ko you will have to ask now your ex-boyfriend Arnel to think about Potato Corner. Okay? And itable na natin si Sir Jomag na as our member for the GMM July. Tama-tama, pasok na pasok, no?
yes, Sir Butch, Sir Jomag, inda ka na namin sa PCCI QC. And for all those entrepreneurs out there, kung hindi po pa kayo member ng PCCI Quezon City, visit nyo lang po ang website www.pccikezoncity.com. Sir Jomag, thank you po sa pag-guest nyo sa MSME Academy. I'm sure na marami na naman kayo ngayong na-inspired na mga MSME. At sigurado ako maraming kukontak sa Potato Corner dahil maganda ang inyong business model at meron kayong talagang parang pag-uusapan no? Hindi problema ang kapital.
Yeah. So maraming umahabol, sabi raw, namit gid, Potato Corner, sabi ni Linlin. Alam mo, iba-iba ng lengguwahe ng mga Potato Corner ngayon, no? Namit gid, sabi raw ni Linlin. Okay, and Joe, ang website ng Potato Corner is?
PotatoCorner.com.
That's it. Simple, no? Very, very simple. Joe, thank you very much. And I'm sure you are really a blessing to become a member of PCCI. You're an inspiration to a lot of entrepreneurs at mabuhay ang Potato Corner, Joe.
Mabuhay ka, boss. Mabuhay ka, Sara, at saka PCCI QC. Mabuhay kayo.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Salamat.
Thank you. Thank you for guesting. Again, Sir Butch, another productive afternoon na naman sa ating MSME Academy.
Information overload na naman ito, ma'am. Ewan ko, at mga tao dito ay palagay ko nagtakaw sa pagdi-describe ni Jomag ng Potato Corner, lalo na ng cheese, barbecue. Probably a lot of people will now run to the nearest Potato Corner.
And nakita ko, Sir Butch, no, sa dami ng nag-guest natin na talagang mga napaka-the best talaga yung ipapa-franchise mo yung negosyo mo. So doon sa may mga businesses ngayon, no, nandito si Sir Butch Bartolome, isa sa mga franchisee guru. Pwede ho kayo sa kanya magpa-consult, magpatulong kung paano nyo ipapa-franchise ang inyong mga negosyo. Kailangan that's the way to grow, no?
Meron lang ako ipa-plug, ma'am. We're 30 years old already ang business namin, and we are giving 30 GMB 30 years. We're choosing now 30 entrepreneurs will undergo learning lessons with us, Linda and I, no? And ipa-plug ko na rin, mama, na meron kaming Guru exchange tuwing Monday. Manood naman po sa kayo. First time mo kami ng mag-asawa. First time ko na-convince ang aking may bahay na sumama at magpakita sa TV dito sa ganyang cable. Dahil ayaw ho niya. But sabi ko, we have to show the world the husband and wife, no, for 30 years helping grow the business, no? Parang
pwede bang kasama na kayo sa 30?
Oo, kasama na kayo, ma'am. Ang Ma'am, ang SPD dapat talaga i-franchise na yan. Yan ang sasabihin ni Jomag.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Sir Butch, for...
Thank you very much. Yes.
Pag kayo ang co-host ko, ang daming nanonood. And of course, ang gagaling ng ating mga guests. Kaya po, sa lahat ng mga MSME, abangan nyo po kami every Wednesday dito lang sa cvrc.tv every 5 p.m. po. See you next week.
Bye-bye.